Hey guys, hanging out with my friend Jonathan Hazle. Dude, we just had breakfast like a
That's
couple
right,
days
just a few
ago.
days ago.
It was incredible.
Mm.
The company was much better than the breakfast sandwich. I'll tell you
Right,
that.
yeah, that's right, that's right.
So
Still a good
thanks
time.
for thanks for hanging out. So you're doing a workshop here at Onward about worship band, how to build a great worship band, right?
That's right, really talking about how to build a worship band, but also how to care for a worship band and, like, what churches need to look for specific to their context. So not looking at, "Oh, there's a church down the street that does this, that must be the right way to do it,"
Right.
but looking at specifically, what is the context of a worship band in my church?
Okay. So what are some, as you've talked with people
Yep.
and maybe some of the content, what are some of the highlights of what you're encouraging folks to do when forming
Yeah,
their
absolutely.
band?
I would say a few things would be, what you're doing on stage should probably be a reflection of the people in your congregation.
Mm.
So
Don't mimic the church down the road.
that's right. That's right. God, every person that comes into a church on Sunday morning is someone that God has entrusted you to lead that day. So don't be leading for the church down the street where those people aren't even in the room. Lead for the people that God has entrusted you.
How does that flesh itself out? Is that the songs that I choose? Is that the maybe the diversity of people on stage, the instrument? Like,
Yeah, all
walk me
of the
through some of
above.
those. Yeah.
So I would say a few main things are the songs that we sing, the way that we sing them. We can play songs exactly like the record did, but it's probably not the same context that the record was written for.
Right.
And so
Right.
the way that they're saying, the way that they're written, the things we say in between songs, the production that we use. That just because a specific church has this many lights doesn't mean that your country church of 150 needs a lighting show. In
Right.
the middle of the worship
Yeah.
song.
Good.
And then also too, just specific things as far as who it is. I think that people leading the church and worship should be members of the church and probably the best members of the church. There are only two groups of people that get to lead the whole church in anything, and that's the pastor and the worship team.
So I shouldn't outsource my worship band.
Probably not a good idea. You can probably do it once, and then that would probably be the last time you would do it.
Good. All right. So let's talk about how that connects with visual
Yeah.
media. So how do your visuals matter when it comes to forming your team and how you present on Sunday?
Yeah, so I think one of the most important worship leaders in the room is the person running ProPresenter or whatever software.
so good, yeah.
That's one of the main things I want to talk to today is you can have musicians and production team, or you can have worship leaders.
Yeah.
And so I think visual media specifically can either support what we're doing really well, or it can distract. Just like anything else, just like music,
Yeah.
just like the lights, it can either support or it can distract.
Okay, so let's get into that. That'd
Yeah.
be kind of fun. How will it distract? So if you're leading on stage, your band is leading on stage, what does it feel like as a worship leader if the lyrics are off?
Yeah.
If the worship background is weird or
Yeah.
funky, or the bumper plays at the wrong time,
Yeah,
or
that's right.
give me some mistakes. How does that feel on stage?
Yeah, so yesterday, this happened to me yesterday, started the first song, Confidence Mire didn't come up, and the main thing I've learned is if I or my team am distracted, so is the room. The room probably is as well.
And
And
feel
so, yeah, so even if if I look at a visual and I'm trying to think in my head, what is that? Or, does that fit the song? If the media is driving the tempo or the feel of a song, then it's probably a distraction. Where if it's supporting and fits, or we sing about the mountains and the skies, and there's a mountain. There are times for those moments, but
right.
if we're singing about um, hey, I'm thankful for what God has done for me, and there's mountains and trees and all kinds of stuff. That normally isn't the best way to support what God is doing in that moment.
How much collaboration do you feel there needs to be between the worship and production teams, both during the week and the Sunday before people walk in the door?
Yeah, I almost wouldn't even say collaboration as much as it needs to be a team.
Yeah.
The worship and production, just because, for those who are designing screens, but also those who are running it, if the words aren't on the screen in time, then our people can't sing. And so things like that, and as far as themes of the Sunday, what Pastor Daniel, our pastor, is preaching on, needs to be displayed throughout the entire service, not just the specific moment that we're in. If it's segments, then it'll feel like, we have a bunch of teams that are doing their job.
What are some tips for maybe worship leaders
Yeah.
to talk with to make it be one team? Is that we're going to get together on Thursday and make sure that all the slides are correct? or all the motion backgrounds are right, or this is where I want the bumper, this is where I want the countdown. Does that collaboration or talking, partnering happen during the week or on Sunday? How does that happen for you guys?
Yeah, for us, it's Thursday. We do a Thursday screen run through. So we check every lyric, every transition, every screen, every bumper, that sort of thing. But I think it also, collaboration doesn't mean just the worship leader or whoever is leading that team saying, hey, this is where I want this. But
Yes.
the best thing I can do for my production team, our team, is asking, hey, what do you think should happen here? Or what can I do different? What can I do better? That is what creates a team environment rather than, hey, here's a team, let me tell them what I want them to do to support my team.
Very good. So I'll tell you one thing that I did at a church that I serve, and I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah.
Is I would have that meeting. It would be a Monday night or a Thursday during the week where I would sit with the worship leader and we would walk through the song. Now you have to sit in the tech booth.
That's right.
or
Yeah,
in the-
that's great.
with me.
Yep.
Not just say, oh, I need another chorus there. No. I want you to sit with me.
That's right.
And you look at it, make sure. But I would also put labels. We ran full iMag.
Yeah,
So cameras, multiple cameras. So I'm putting labels in ProPresenter that says like drum solo in 3 slides.
Right, yeah.
Or guitar solo, or Jonathan's going to talk here in 3 slides. And I have the tech guy call that out to the whole team on
that's
comms.
awesome.
Hey, Jonathan's going to talk in 3 slides. That lets every camera person, everybody in the room know exactly what's going on. Tell me how things like that could really help a worship band.
Yeah, absolutely. So we at our church, we have, I get to lead our modern, more band-driven context. We also have a choir and orchestra context. And we've used even ProPresenter, those meetings throughout the week too. Our confidence monitor will say, everyone sing in unison, solo, parts. So it's broken down line by line, working with our production team, working with those who are, bless our church immensely by creating that content for us. Being able to support them in that way also builds confidence so that those on stage can lead our church more confidently as well.
Good. So let's end with this. Why do your visuals matter when it comes to communicating the gospel on Sunday? You can talk worship band or just in general.
Yeah, so specifically if churches have that resource as a tool, whether it's one TV, whether it's a huge LED wall, whatever the context is, it's a resource that God has given the church to. It's a platform. It's one more platform that the church has given. And so whether it's a video or a background, every second, every screen that's thrown up as a moment is an opportunity that we have to lead people into the presence of God. And it's extremely important that we are trusted with that we're able to be trusted with that in a way that honors God.
Good. Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah.
All right, breakfast on me.
That's right. I'm ready.
This has been a podcast presentation of Church Visuals. Executive produced by Carl Barnhill. Edited by Mario Franco. Title and show graphics by Angie Lomas. For more resources to help you visually communicate the gospel, visit churchvisuals.com.